itself for this line.
So 250 feet below the entire power line?
I guess I'm not sure what you mean by below. I think so 125 feet on either side of the line if there was a building within that. The
And you don't
middle
think
line.
that's happening?
Hmm?
You don't think that's happening anywhere?
I didn't say I said no homes.
Okay, just barns and stuff like that?
And I'm not aware of any, I guess I can't say for sure it's a farm, but I am not aware of any at this time. That's what we're going through routing right now.
Alright.
Follow up to that question?
Yeah.
You had said it costs you more to divert it a certain direction, is that what you said?
I said that a turning structure can add a fair amount of cost, so
Okay.
not that you can't ever do them, you try to do them as slight as you can.
Sure. So, follow up to that answer, so like where you're gonna turn, say, I think down, Seneca area, I think you're gonna turn like.
The main bend there, yep,
Yeah, I mean, it's over 90 degrees if I'm not mistaken. Let's just say it is 90, right?
okay,
You said there's no guy wires like in a location like that?
correct.
Okay. Interesting.
We can tell you the
I'd be
exact.
surprised that there would be no support there, I guess. That's-
I think there's a good,
Or in those locations.
it's me again. So this structure family is, what would be defined as a self-supporting lattice. There are a lot of structural solutions that would require guying on a heavy angle like that. It's considered a heavy turning structure. Our solution, the team made a decision way upstream, is that given the communication with the agricultural lands that this line is routing through, we wanted to move forward with the self-supporting lattice so that no guying will be required, just because of how impactful it can be to ag operations and the footprint that it takes up. So, the structure, whether it is just a straight line tangent or, light angle structure, any requirement within that, we'll just have 4 legs. So each one has its own dedicated foundation, and the material selection and depth of foundation and overall configuration of that lattice structure is what will be designed to take those loads at a 90-degree angle. Kind of, I can see where your head's at. It's like, how can that be possible, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As well as the one in, not that it's Wisconsin, but Rochester down that way, I think it's even more. It looks that way according to that very
Yep.
large scale map.
Yeah, so the structure family, it's not like a one-size-fits-all. It's different. They all kind of look generally the same, but they have different material selections and thickness of steel at the base and different foundation dimensions to accommodate those loads based on whether it's straight or if it's a light angle or it's a 15 to 45 or a heavy angle or a containment structure. There's a whole kind of menu of structures that we have.
Okay, I just want to clear it that way, I think. Thank you.
How are you guys determining staging areas for the construction process?
I didn't hear the first part.
How are you determining staging areas for the construction process? Is that something that's forced upon us, like the line, and then how are we gonna mitigate like damage to our township roads?
Sure.
For the hundreds and hundreds and the fleets of men coming in to construct this project?
Sure, and
How does that look like?
by staging areas, I think you're talking about what we refer to as laydown yards for
Lay down yards, staging areas, wherever you guys are gonna
Yep.
huddle up, where we're gonna have.
Yep, okay, just
lead
wanna make
semis
sure we're,
coming in and
make sure we're talking about the same
every
thing.
day.
Yep, so nope, those are not forced upon anybody. We just look for sites that would work for us. Generally, you're trying to find something on, like a state highway would be the best, or any kind of road that doesn't have, weight limits or weight bands, in the spring.
Do you guys adhere to weight limits during these projects?
Yeah,
Road bans, you can protect our roads and
yeah,
just
we
like
have
any
to,
other contractor out there, and
yeah. Yeah, it's, when weight bands come on, you gotta find stuff for people to do when they can't get out to the job. That's, every year when I was a right-of-way agent, we were scrambling to find something for them to do, so, absolutely. In terms of, like, township roads, that's a really common question that comes up. There's a couple of